Frankenstein, Agent of S.H.A.D.E, number 0, written by Matt Kint, art by Alberto Ponticelli. This is just the creation of Frankenstein and how he joined S.H.A.D E. So we open up in 1823, Dr. Victor Frankenstein's castle, and we see that it's all told via the narrative of S.H.A.D.E.net and their files on the matter. And we see that Dr. Frankenstein had made a generator that is powered by souls, and that he's sacrificing these animals and even humans to the cause. And we see him create Frankenstein. He's just waking him up and saying, like, now, are you more than an animal? Is there any sort of man in there? And before anything can really be said or done, Frankenstein breaks out, seeing the cruelty of all the people that were killed in order to create him, and immediately goes out and just starts ripping off the arms and whatever of his captors. Victor manages to, I don't think escape, but I think he's just like knocked out for the moment. But Frankenstein hears Victor's wife Elizabeth upstairs, and he decides to head up. And all these people that were captured by Victor are being released by Frankenstein. They're all just running out of the house, and Elizabeth's like, "Who are these people? What's going on? Oh my God, what are you? Are you a monster?" And Frankenstein, able to speak, he's like, "No, I'm no more of a monster than your husband, but please know that he is the one who has killed innocent people and locked them in your basement, and now they're out in the world." And it's like, "Oh, but it's freezing outside. There's a blizzard. They'll never make it. You have to go save them." And so Frankenstein goes out to save those innocent people on the behest of Elizabeth. And then Elizabeth turns back, sees Victor all bloodied and broken. He's like, "You dick. You're a dick. I hate you." And just like leaves Victor. And Victor's like, "You've taken everything from me, my monster. I will make it right." So at this point, S.H.A.D.E.net says like when they showed up there, it was too late. Victor was gone. But they did manage to harvest some useful material from Elizabeth. Or it says that they extracted Elizabeth and gathered useful raw material. I think that means they killed Elizabeth, because the next thing is that they made the Bride of Frankenstein. So, yeah. Then they just show that Frankenstein was fighting off some monsters or whatever. Some time passed, and Victor got together a band of crazy, kooky-looking steampunk pirates to go into the deep woods, I believe, in the New World. Well, it's 1823. South America, and they're going looking for something, and the pirates are like, "I'm sure it's nothing, but let this crazy guy pay us, sure." Meanwhile, down in South America, an uncontacted tribe stumbles across Frankenstein, who's just meditating out in the woods, and they welcome him into the tribe and explain to him that they're being attacked by this weird tentacle monster at night that's stealing their young ones. So Frankenstein sits and waits for it to attack. He fights back against it and ends up killing it, to which the tribe then welcomes him as one of their own. And for a brief period of time, he's genuinely happy. And the S.H.A.D.E.net says, like, we were supposed to come in at this point to get him into S.H.A.D.E, but some paperwork got mixed up. So then this next part happened. And then Victor's pirate group arrives and kills every single one of the natives, and pulls out Frankenstein and is just like, "Hey, you took everything from me, and now I'm going to kill you." And Frankenstein's just like one-shotting all these pirates. He's like, "You're not going to be able to do that. I am far too powerful for you to take down." And at this point, he pulls out some sort of steam-powered gun. Frankenstein and him go over a cliff, down into a river, over a waterfall, and then wash up on the shorebed. And he's like, "I created you. What do you have to say to your god?" And Frankenstein's like, "Shut up," and just backhands him. And at that point, he sits down, exhausted, on the riverbank. And this woman comes out of the woods wearing a mask. And Frankenstein says, "Who are you?" And the woman says, "You can call me Father. It's Father Time." And so Father Time recruits Frankenstein into S.H.A.D.E. We see him fighting in multiple wars, fighting giant Nazi spiders, taking out nuclear warheads as they are flying across the ocean, and overall doing some crazy monster killing stuff. And says he is an agent to fight fear with fear, an agent of justice to fight evil, an agent of S.H.A.D.E. to fight the shadows. And that's Frankenstein. That's how he got involved. Yeah, nothing in here really surprised me. I don't think there was anything that was really like, wow, okay, didn't know that about Frankenstein. It did honestly feel like, okay, it's not the story of Frankenstein, obviously, but it is fitting in line with everything we know about this character, DC's version of Frankenstein, and it's good. It's a very fine issue. I don't really have much more to say about it. I mean, it's an okay issue. It set up things that it wanted to set up. It did the whole Victor revenge plot that it built up. I mean, it's just a fine issue. It's not doing anything amazing. It's just here's how Frankenstein came to be. So overall, I'm going to go ahead and say it's a 7. It's good. It's not blowing me away. It's just, yeah, that's what I expect Frankenstein to do. So, yeah.